I swear I just saw something in here. No way. What is up, and welcome back to another YouTube video. So this is a bit of a different video. I thought I'd just sit down and hopefully inspire some of you guys, okay? I was going through just some old stuff the other day, and I found this book. Now, this book is where I used to write down my goals. Now, this episode or this video is going to be about goal setting. And it's going to be about how I actually was able to, turn these goals into reality. Everything I've written down in this book, short and medium term goals, has come true. And there was stuff I wrote in here that I couldn't even believe it. I completely forgot I had written it down. And looking back on it a couple years later, these goals that I had set for myself actually became a reality. So let's talk about goal setting. Let's talk about how you are going to get to where you want to get. That's very general, that's very broad, but I'll read you one of my goals and maybe this will help kick things off. All right, so this is what I wrote on one of my pages in this book. And this was from the 1st of January, 2020, okay? And I wrote that I'm going to move to LA, I'm going to live in a mansion and buy a sports car and be making millions and start multiple businesses. That is exactly what I did. I forgot I even wrote that goal down, but I moved to LA. I was living in LA. I moved into a mansion in Beverly Hills. I bought an Audi R8. I was living this life that I had painted a picture of, that I had thought about, that I had wrote down. So when it comes to setting goals, there's a lot of different methods, a lot of different things I've heard, but what has worked for me is simply get a notebook. Okay, it can be anything. It doesn't matter. I have this notebook. It doesn't have to be anything special. And in your mind, know that anything you write down in this notebook will come true, okay? And do that by starting out by setting some smaller goals that are more achievable. And every time you achieve one of those goals, you're further ingraining in your mind that what really goes into that book really comes true. Now, I had some extreme examples in here, like becoming a millionaire at 19 years old, which I wrote down, and that actually happened. And it wasn't through luck, it was through, my hard work, my drive, and not that you don't have that if you're watching this. Anyone, I believe, can do whatever they want, but some things, you really have to make a lot of sacrifices in life to get, and I did, and I've talked about that in other videos, but this video I want to talk about goal setting and the way you want to structure this notebook. So say you get a notebook, you want to just call it your goal notebook, whatever, and you write down your goal, and when you're wording these goals, you want to say, if I read the quote exactly as I wrote it in here, I said, I am a millionaire at 19 years old. So the idea between saying I will be and I am is that your brain starts to really believe that. And the more you can make your brain believe that something is real, it will come true. If you don't believe me, try this out and start, like I said, with smaller goals. So when it comes to writing down these goals in a book, you want to write it like that. Okay, I am whatever. I am the best at this, or I have made this amount of money at this age. I have done this. You want to set it in a future tense where you have already done that action or done that goal or whatever it is that you're setting. You write that down, and then what I like to do is I like to sign my name at the bottom. And by doing that, you're almost agreeing with yourself that you're going to make that happen, that it is already come true or it has already come true. Again, the more you can engrave in your mind that, these things that you want, these goals, whatever they may be, that they are actually real, your life and the way you move about life and the way you conduct yourself, you'll slowly become more of whatever it is that goal is, which that's kind of hard to explain. What was that? I swear I just saw something in here, and I haven't been through this book. No way. No way. Okay, this is crazy. This is actually insane, and I swear I didn't plan this. But I found a check in this book, okay? I cannot believe this. I wrote on a check. So this check, we'll have to blur out my name and my address, but I wrote on this check right here. I wrote my name, and I wrote $1 million. This is a check I wrote to myself for $1 million. And look at the date, 10/6/2020. Hard work / determination. I wrote $1 million check for myself on October 6, 2020. And I'm proud to say that that $1 million check, this is real. I've made $1 million, and I can't even believe I just found this, but that's another thing you can do. You write a check to yourself for $1 million in the future. It's 3 years later. And I'm kind of speechless, I'm not gonna lie. I think this is just a sign that, you know, what I'm sharing today, by putting your goals in a book and knowing that anything you put in here will come true, and by wording things in a way where it is future tense, where you've already achieved that goal, and by signing off on that goal, that will happen. I fully believe it. And again, sorry to my editor for having to blur this. I can't believe I just found this $1 million check I wrote to myself 3 years ago for hard work and determination. So that's what it takes. It takes hard work and it takes determination. But I think if you want it, set your goal, write it down, write it in future tense, sign off, put the date, and it will come true. This was a really short video. I hope you guys did enjoy. Now, if you're wondering how I actually got to this point, it's through trading. It's through the stock market. And I'm actually able to help individuals out there working toward their goals, working toward their dreams, by sharing my personal trades. So I'll tell you when I'm buying a stock, when I'm selling a stock, and you'll have the ability to essentially copy me if you so desire. Now, I'm not a financial advisor. I can't give financial advice. I can only share with you what I'm doing, but I'll put a link in the description. It will be the first link if you're interested, and I'll put a discount code there to help you out. But $1 million check I wrote for myself 3 years ago. Anything is possible. That says it all. All right, I'll see you guys in the next episode.